Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We have another Cap VOD today. This is going to be live coaching. This is Plat. So, what are we working on?
Yeah. I'm not a cap player, I'll be honest. Right now I'm a Magic main. I'm looking at trying to improve my cap fill roll though. I love filling on cap. This game, I believe, I felt like I was doing some right things, like engaging at decent times, but I'm kind of on autopilot. Like I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing. I'm playing very instinctively, so I'm hoping to get some guidance on like what I should have as like a framework for how I should approach cap, or maybe like, or I guess like also if you see any like glaring issues, that'd be cool to look at.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, so the first thing I'm saying is we're playing solo tank Cap. Cap is a very difficult tank in general, and then in order to solo tank him, you do have to play differently. So since you're filling in, I would assume that you haven't really thought about like if you're playing Cap solo tank versus duo tank or anything like that. Is that something that you've really like thought about?
Yeah, I think my main thought process was like, oh, we have like Magic Daredevil, so dive is probably good. I'm just thinking we're gonna go crazy on the backline. I wasn't necessarily thinking like I guess I'm aware of the fact that I have to play differently when I'm solo tanking. Like I think taking space becomes a different thing, and like peeling for supports becomes a different thing.
Yeah. So the way I think about it on both Cap and Hulk is if you're solo tanking, you do just have to spend a little bit more time on the front line and a little bit less time like setting up a dive and things like that.
Right.
Just as a general framework. But we can get into like specific examples. Oh, okay.
You can't be brave without being afraid first.
Do you like the new skin, this Cap skin?
Yeah, I thought it was really funny. I it to me it looks like they made Cap black, like skin tone one. I'm black, so I think it's really cool to have a black. So that's why I'm rocking it right now.
It does look cool.
You know, and I think the berserk
Yeah, it's got like some elements of Berserk or like Dark Souls.
yeah, I kind of thought like out of fine. Chilling.
Okay, so I'm already seeing something. It does seem like you're kind of autopiloting. Like you don't have a target in mind.
Mm-hmm.
So back here we're like, okay, I'm gonna peel for Venom, and then now Venom's gone. You're just kind of looking around. You're not very specific. Like, okay, we kind of see the invis. Now she's gone. And like, this is where it gets really, really, really difficult to play Cap well, because the mechanical skill that you need to be able to track a character while you're running, jumping, animation canceling, and keep track, it's a lot.
Yeah.
So
Glad they removed the animation cancel a little bit, because it's a bit easier to like kind of autopilot just throw out my Sentinel Strike now.
yeah, you don't have to be as specific as you used to be, which is nice for learning the character. So the way I like to think about it is you have basically like two different modes of attacking people. You have the I'm just gonna run it down, and I'm gonna quick melee and mash it and constantly sprint, right? And then you have the I'm going to jump around, where you do stuff like this, and then you keep it tracked, and then you're constantly moving in. And then what Cap tends to do is he like weaves both of those in. So when you see a chance for like, oh, somebody's low, then you go in, do the thing, get your shield throw, and then you get out. And then while you're wasting time, you kind of do both. Do this, right? So until you can consistently do that, I wouldn't recommend you jump much, because that is going to make it a lot harder to actually like hit and do damage, and it's just going to reduce your effectiveness. So I definitely recommend practicing that, like being able to jump, run around, and still track people and throw your shield at the same time. And then
Nice.
until you get comfortable with that, I just run people down and then use the jumps specifically to, like, you know, make your health bar last longer, make you harder to hit and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
So I do like that we take some high ground here and then we jump over. That's actually great. And then here we just want to run at people. So another micro thing, when you're fighting an invis specifically, you want to engage like this. A lot of the times this is enough to make them use their jump and go invisible. And then the second after you do this, you see them jump, you throw your shield. So not the, yeah, you do the auto targeting, because it'll bounce to them and then they won't be invisible and you can keep going.
Yo, that makes a lot of sense. I never thought about that. That's a good tech.
Yeah, it's really useful for invis specifically, and then you can keep chasing her down. Yeah, so all of this is like, you're not really taking damage, which is good, but you're not absorbing damage for your team either and like being a tank. So I'd recommend just punching more and jumping a lot less.
Even the punches are a little bit tough for me. I'm gonna see that I'm kind of whiffing a lot of those.
Yeah, this is... So, like, they did make Cap technically a little bit easier to not hit the animation cancel or not miss it. But, like, it's still... It's difficult to track people with Cap. Jeez. So, I'm sure you've seen the, like, how to use the practice range at this point, right?
Just like in general, like for Cap specifically.
Just like the bots underneath the practice range that you can set them up to be like Luna or
yeah.
Rocket, stuff like that.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of hours on Cap to get consistent damage. You can also look up the combos that you can do with him. I'm not sure if you know the combos as well.
Yeah, I looked at some of the new combos that Japanese Curry posted, and I've learned those in practice range, but applying them in game is a different beast.
Yeah, that's true. So the way that I go about learning those is I just try them every single time, no matter what, and then you can kind of like gauge how it works on what characters and whatnot. That learning style works really well for me, but other people need to just practice in a ton of practice range and then like take it slow. And so find what works best for you, but until you like have those combos, you're just not going to be as effective. Hey, they killed the Hulk. Nice. Straight out. Good. Target priority with shield throw. She's more visible. We can... Yeah. So more micro stuff. In this situation, a lot of times when you're playing Cap or a lot of characters, if a Strange ults your team, there's some things you can do. Unfortunately, Cap really can't do much. He can, because he can't like kill the Strange. He can't really CC the Strange or anything like that. So if you have your ult, you can slam back over here and use your ult. Or if you have your shield slam, where you jump in the air and, you know, this thing appears and you slam down. That one can kind of mess up Strange a little bit, but it probably would have been better to just keep going over here. It's just not really in his wheelhouse. They're using 3 ults. They just have ults. Time to get out. So, just to like really hammer the point home, if you had been doing the combos and the animation cancels well, and then instead of jumping around, you got your damage up, there's a very good chance you actually had your ult in time to cancel out that Strange ult. Or, since the rocket already ulted, then you could have waited it out and then ulted while the enemy cloak is ulting, right? And like that's kind of a hidden advantage of playing Cap, is like you have an extra support ult even. As long as you can get it in time.
Yeah. Did I not have it after after our Sue ulted? I guess I didn't. Or maybe
No,
you already died.
You got it on the way out.
Because after that Sue would have been a great combo.
98. And then
Oh, why am I running over? I guess. Yeah, we were over in defense.
yeah. It was a good time to get out, but just if you had your ult, you know, little things like that tend to snowball. Okay, now we have a mag. So now we can go a little farther to the side.
Only 60 seconds.
Nice, and you immediately do that. Great. Ooh, almost.
Yeah,
There
but
she is. Nice. Oh. What was your logic in ulting here?
I think I wanted to keep Daredevil alive here. I'm not too sure how this ult worked, but I know that everyone was looking at him. So I was thinking, let's not die here and let's kill a dude. Does he die anyway? No, I'm not.
So do you think that without your ult, he would have died? Just in reality, like, do you think that's what happened?
I'll be ship shaping no time.
Yeah, because it looked to me like TV6. So I was scared. Like I see his health going down right here. But I might be like jumping the gun though. I understand. What do you think?
Well, I'm not sure. Let's see. So I do think that, like, just on instinct, I probably wouldn't have ulted here, but I mean, we can see if it worked, right? You do give him bonus health.
I think our
Out there, he hit 26. I think the only problem is I think that you could have won this fight without it. I think it's like solid thinking. I just think unfortunately, like, we had already gotten 2 kills at that point. That's a tough matchup. I hate fighting Star-Lord as Cat.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Nice.
The final 10 seconds. You need to stop the
Ooh.
people in tracks.
What is that?
Okay. One of my favorite things to do as Cap against a Hulk is when they ult, you immediately go in front of them and then you throw your shield out, because one of the first things that Hulks almost always do is they're either going to clap or exile, and a lot of the times they do both, and so you can reflect the exile and exile him out of it. Okay, I don't mind this. This is great for your team. Nice. Okay, good.
I watched the Cub video on this Clintar map, so I know that I have to take space as soon as possible on this map. I think that's what I do next.
And you did a good job of doing it because you didn't just push past everybody. You stayed where they were. So that was great. Nice.
Better stop that vehicle.
Hate this. It's like you knew. You know. You know you can't jump up there. Good stuff. That stupid little ledge. Oh wow. Okay, so this is a scenario though where you have to understand, like, well, I guess you do have another tank. Never mind. It's fine. I take it back.
I'll be shipshape in no time.
Another on Loki. Go. Good.
There's still a chance.
So the one thing I don't recommend is using your 2 movement abilities in order to secure kills, unless you're absolutely positive that it will secure the kill. So when they talk about a lot of the combos, a lot of the times, like, they will use everything and then leave you stranded. So just be careful of that.
Yeah, just like the magic world
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, here's an example of where your shield slam could have saved the rocket. Potentially. Because what it does is it can boop up Strange and he'll miss his primary fire and some of his quick melee, right?
Yeah.
So that's like the one tool Cap actually has in this.
Yeah, I could have definitely.
Yeah. A lot of the times it's still not worth it because the explosion will still kill them. But I think that was a rare situation where it would have worked.
Only 60 seconds left.
So you're on console, right?
Yes.
Is there any way to, like, I don't know, spin around faster besides changing your sensitivity, or no?
You know what? I recently found that you can change the curve settings. You know how you have like classic curve and stuff and linear curve?
Yeah, I think I do.
Oh yeah, we're on PC. Anyways, but there's one that's called dual S curve that makes it so that when you hit the extremes of your tilt or of the joystick, your sensitivity boosts up really fast. You can like turn very fast, but then the middle parts where you're making like micro movements,
that can be
it's still
slow.
low sensitivity.
Okay.
So I'm experimenting with that on Elsa, but I could try that with Cap as well.
Yeah. So one of the techs that's really useful on Cap is where you sprint away and you quickly do 180s, so you can sprint away and jump at full speed, but also turn back to face the enemy and bring your shield up.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
I remember you. I think you mentioned that to me when we were playing some quick play once. I tried it a couple times. I'm not great at it.
It's tough, and like I don't really know how it works too much on controller, but basically, if we're being attacked from this side, right, and I'm trying to run back to this way, I have my shield up, and then you turn around, jump, and then you turn back. You see how I'm still moving like full speed in one direction.
Yeah.
What was the question?
Well, no, I'm saying like you play Smash, right?
Yeah.
kind of like a reverse aerial rush a little bit.
Yeah. Very similar to that. And like this is, it helps a lot. It's always tough VOD reviewing Cap because it's like, yeah, here's a ton of tech that you could do in like every situation.
No, this is good though. I'm loving this. I'm gonna watch this back so many times.
Our enemies are near.
I think this. Yeah.
Yeah, we have like a minute. Like last fight.
Okay, so go ahead.
I think I'm jumping too much in this moment. I'm trying to form my ult more.
Yeah, so I was just about to say, a lot of this fight and a lot of what like tank can feel like sometimes, especially on a tank like Cap, is you're like, okay, I'm waiting until I can do something, right? So we try to jump in and then Loki runes come out, right? So it's like, well, I can't kill anybody. I'm not really going to get anything done here. And then we try to fight, but our Daredevil died and they have a DPS ult going on, so not really going to do much. And then when we go in later, now they have a support ult going on. So it's like, I can't do much. But you hit the nail on the head. Like, this whole time you could be just farming some damage, getting your ult to 100. As long as you do it in a safe enough way, then...
Yeah, there's never rocket ult going. Like, oh, wait. Is that us? Yeah, we have rocket ult.
We have a rocket ult. Yeah.
Oh, but it's about to die. Yikes.
One of the things that I like to do playing a off tank, a lot of times when there's situations like this where you're kind of just waiting, you don't really have much to do, there's support ults going off, you can't really kill anything. A lot of the times I like to use my mobility to get behind and out of the situation over here. Because if you watch, let's see, it'll probably play out. So the cloak ult goes off, right? And there's a little bit of time where this person is not anywhere near the cloak ult.
Oh, huh.
And so you're not going to do anything over here, but you probably can find, there's almost always somebody like lagging outside of the cloak ult or outside of the support ult. And then by attacking that person, you are getting your uptime, right? You're doing damage, you're getting your ult, and then you're forcing this person to make a decision. Usually they're going to run towards the ult, and then they're going to make it there. Best case scenario, you kill them before they get there. Worst case scenario, they make it there, but then the thing runs out and now they're in the fight and they're out of their, element. Because like a rocket would love to just sit back here, spam things, and be perfectly safe. They don't want to be like up here. So there's always things you can like look to do and use your mobility to like do, to keep in the fight, even though it's kind of like a waiting situation.
Understood.
Time to do some damage.
I don't think I like that ult that I did.
I think it was just a little premature.
Yeah.
That's tough. Okay. So if you're gonna use, yeah, it was definitely a little early. If you're gonna use Cap's ult, I assume here you're kind of using it to like engage with. Like, okay, we need to live. It's almost overtime, right? We gotta like go, right? If you do that, you kind of have to like guide your team in and go a little bit slower than he normally does, because this stuff fades pretty quickly. It wouldn't have helped in this scenario because your invis is bad and just runs, she just S keys when she gets pressure, so it literally wouldn't have helped anyway. But it is something to keep in mind. It's like you have to it's very easy with Cap to use that ult like selfishly. So you have to guide your team in to really fight together. But yeah, just a little early as well. Make it to overtime. Can't really leave point. Meg's dead. Hopefully somebody's portaling. Yep, somebody's portaling. Oh, nice. Good stuff. You rarely see people do this. This is great. Oh. Okay, now there's an invis ult on point, and your team is like recontested. Go find something else to do. There's a rocket beacon, and there's a rocket over here, and then there is a Loki over here we can attack. Oh. There we go. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
But look at what it did though. Now you're forcing the rocket close to the enemy, to his enemy team, right? And you've pulled the Star-Lord off of your team. This is great. And now they have no beacon. If somebody dies right now, they have an ult. Oh, dang it. Close though. I think you gave them a good chance. Yeah, I think just retiming that ult a little bit would help a lot, but not bad.
I see.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no.
Oh yeah, I have a quick question for
Yeah, of course.
for this map. If I'm playing Cap on defense, where do I want to stand? That's something I struggle with. Like where to like set up, as honestly as every character, but like on Cap on this map, like do you think I'd want to stand on like the platform to the right over there, and wait just in case like they portal back, so like I'm not standing too far up?
Yeah, I mean, I usually chill up here.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a good spot. Like, beyond this, you're not really going to be able to accomplish much, and it's likely that you get caught out if they have, you know, characters with CC or whatever. You get chained, hooked, all that other stuff. Up here, you're pretty safe, and then it works with your, I'm going to call it a slam cycle, I guess, where you dive in with the shield slam, and then you do some damage, you jump, and then you shield bash out. And so, like, with that cycle, that works really well here. Now, how do you find those areas? It's a combination of knowing, like, where you normally would die if worst case scenario happens. So, right here, you should be fine, because if you get pulled in and hooked in, you can still jump, shield bash, and then shield slam, and make it all the way back to safety, right? Versus if you get hooked starting here, you'll be here, turned around, hooked in again, jump, slam, you're still out in the open and very likely to die.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I think of it. And then once you get used to it, you kind of find it. I think it's better to wait to push on defense. And so if you stay farther back, it doesn't have to be like you always position here, right? You can start here, and then the enemy team walks in, they push a little bit to like here. Now that they're here, now you can kind of go in a little bit, right? Or if they're all the way in here, now being back here is actually great again, right? So as things change, you have to be adjusting. But just to start, definitely. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, perfectly. Thank you.
All right. Do you have like headphones, like a headset or something like that?
Recently, yeah, I just got some.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That does really help with identifying like portals and everything. All right, well, they don't have that.
Ooh. Yeah. Oh.
That's all right. That's all right. That's why we know. So, health pack, It's really important on cap to know your health packs. One here, one up here. Here? I think there is one deep this way.
Oh yeah, on like the left. Yeah. Wait.
Is there? And then there's one in this room as well. Oh,
That was a sad shit flash. Didn't do much.
yeah, something happened here with mechanics. It looks like your sprint got toggled.
Oh, did it? Oh.
Yeah. Right here. Now you don't
Oh, I
have,
see
you're not
that.
sprinting anymore. Is this something that's happened before or that you've like noticed?
You know, now that I'm watching it back, I remember this happening. That doesn't happen very often. And like, I think I definitely prefer it being untoggled than having it like on hold to, like, I don't know what the other one is. Probably hold to activate or whatever.
Yeah.
I think I'm better off with the toggle. I just need to make sure I don't accidentally bump into that.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I think toggle is much better. There's almost no scenarios where hold is better. It's just, if you notice that you're walking all of a sudden, because now you don't have access to your jump, and like you're not getting any damage.
Well, I let it happen for a long time. I didn't hit it. Yeah. I think
And
I
then-
was too Yeah.
Yo, what's up,
wow.
Chicago? How you doing? Oh, what's up, Mort?
Live to fight. Live to fight another day.
Here we go.
Help get that vehicle to its destination.
Arm wrestled with a professional? That's awesome. Okay, did we look?
Live to fight another day.
I assume you were holding scoreboard open, right?
Oh yeah, possibly. I wish I had like I might record like a VOD like next time so I can see like what I'm actually doing. Because I can't quite remember. I might have been.
Cause we the BP is still not here, so we are fighting 5v6.
I'll be ship-shape in no time. Stand down.
Nice. Hey, this was perfect. So your execution still needs work. So you didn't get much damage on the rocket. But as you're back here, you know, we distract Cloak and Rocket. And let's see what Loki's looking at. And Loki. So all three of their supports are distracted, at least for long enough for Strange to get no healing. I think your Strange is shielding him off as well, kinda. Nice.
That's the boost I need.
Okay, so this I don't like as much. I think the idea here is fine. I think this is a decent time to brawl. You can get some damage, do some stuff. But we're spreading out our damage. Spreading it out a lot. So here we're attacking magic. And we hit Loki. We're back on Loki. Now we're on magic. Now we're on the other Loki. And we see Cloak for a second. Now we're on Thor. Was that Thor? Yeah. You got to be careful with stuff like this. When you spread your damage out, it just doesn't really accomplish much. It's much better to pick one target and like stick with them.
Yeah.
Like on all
Like,
the other
can we-
fights. Go ahead.
Sorry, no, you go ahead. I'll say that.
Okay. On all the other fights that we have watched, you were doing a good job of sticking to one person until the situation changed, right? So like Strange started to ult. That fundamentally changes who you need to target. And so that's fine to switch. But here, nothing's really changed. We're just kind of like dead brawling. But go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying, like, it looks like my camera movements aren't very, like they look very kind of sporadic. Like, I'm not tracking really. I'm just kind of, it looks crazy. Like, I'm having trouble following myself right now. And that might be like an attention, I think, issue. I just got to focus on. Like, I think I need to have in my mind that I'm focusing on one character, especially because Cap's damage is kind of not super high.
You really do have to have the focus. Part of what Cap does is not just show up and kill somebody, it's show up and bother the crap out of them. It's like Rocket's gonna be like, I have a cap on me, I have to like climb walls and like run around and do stuff, and he's just constantly like beating on me, and it's annoying. But like if Cap runs over and hits you once then runs off, it's like, oh okay, well that was weird, but whatever. And this? Yeah, it does feel really sporadic. Okay.
A clear winner.
We used a support ult and a DPS ult, and they used nothing. Right here, I'm thinking I'm gonna attack early. I'm gonna throw my shield. I'm gonna make sure I don't die, but I want to get as much percentage. Oh, we don't have it yet. We don't have it yet. It is? Yeah, I don't.
Good ult.
Yeah. Good ult. Nice. And you're using it well. You're sticking with your team. I'd back up more. Yeah. Time to get out. Nice. Great. You gave your team such a huge chance. Oh, so big. Let's go. Good stuff.
Hope not died there. Oh no. He's at like 1 HP.
Enemy close?
Yeah.
It hit literally 3.
Wow.
Two. Wow.
Oh my god. Got hooked up a lot at least.
Yeah. Like one more hit instead of a miss, and she dies there. Oh, and then she died anyway.
There you go.
Oh, kill him. Nice. Good awareness. Hey.
Oh, minutes you gotta hold for though. Oh my gosh.
That and your invis has been throwing her ult out like really often. So if I'm playing cap here, I'm like, I need to get my ult as fast as possible and hold it for the perfect moment. Because I can't rely on my supports to have their ult when we need it.
Wow. So quick macro question. Supports should be using their ults strictly for like responses to like enemy ults or like about to die.
For the most part, yeah.
Right. So if I notice that they're not using it for that and that they're maybe like using it a bit too preemptively, that's when I switch my mindset to, okay, as cap, I have to make sure I use my ult to save people like at the perfect moment.
Pretty much. And then with that goes with how we talked about it earlier, where you can't just run off from your team. You have to like
Right.
guide them and be with them if you're gonna use it like that. But yeah, definitely. That's kind of like the versatility of cap. You can use it to engage. You can use it to go to like a super deep dive and secure kills. You can use it as a straight up support ult. So.
Mm-hmm.
Enemy in front of us.
Please.
Let's dance. What the fuck are these things, Namor? Someone scratch my coming through.
Uh-oh. Not a sound you like to hear.
I'll be
Yeah, they swapped the thing, which is a good swap sword for our team because we have Black Panther and me.
So, alright, so they swapped a thing. We get out, turn around, we see they have Loki runes, they have Thing, and we see our BP and our Star-Lord die.
Yeah, we gotta back up.
No time.
Go in!
Go in. Okay.
Yeah.
And instantly punished for it. Okay. I gotta turn up that KO volume thing.
Yeah, it's so
I
useful.
never stay down.
You're halfway there. Keep going.
They also
think I'm
now
trying-
have a...
Stagger right now.
You're trying to what?
I think I'm trying not to stagger right now and regroup for one more. I think we have enough time to stop them before they reach, like without me going in and dying by myself. Oh, hi, Star.
Oh.
Why did I do that? Oh my gosh, no. I pulled the trigger too fast because we definitely had time to regroup because they're right behind me. Ah,
they're-
that's
Your
unfortunate.
team's
never
close,
stay down.
and there's also... The most important thing is just how much time do you have until this gets here, right? You want to wait till the last possible second, or you can even look up here.
Yeah. I think I got nervous.
Yeah, that'll happen.
No,
We get res,
luckily
though.
Oh, no,
Rocket's
no,
really
wait.
good. Yeah, no,
It looks
it's
good.
late.
Yeah, we're. Best I can do is. Oh, they capped it right there. Ah,
So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot to work on there. We can split it into micro and macro. For the micro, we know like specifically against Invis, make sure to throw your shield after she jumps, so to keep her in the fight. When we're in the fight already, we want to jump a little less until we're very consistent with doing damage while jumping, and then kind of run at people. We can see our target priority. We need to pick one during the fight and like keep with them. And then for the macro, just make sure we understand like where we need to position. Not go too far ahead, not go too early, and kind of relax a little bit.
And then when solo tanking, making sure that I stay. So, yeah, wait. I want to stay main a bit more often. I find that when I stay main, I feel kind of useless. So just maybe make sure that I stay in line of sight of healers and brawl with the main tanks.
I think
That's what
you
I'm-
stayed main actually a good amount in this fight. So when we were talking about that part, that was at the very beginning before we had watched stuff. And
Mhm.
so the way you actually played it was actually pretty well. You're not. What I was afraid of is like a lot of people play cap like they play like BP or Magic or something where they like go on full flanks, which can work, but not as often, and definitely not when you're solo. So I think I wouldn't worry about that too much because you're doing a good job of it as is. So I wouldn't even like
Okay.
worry about that part.
Okay. Trying to think if there anything. Was there anything else that we wanted to that we touched base on?
Just a lot of the animation cancel stuff, like know your combos, be able to hit stuff. Don't be careful you don't accidentally toggle stuff, and then figure out your sensitivity with like joystick stuff where you can do the full sprint backwards jump while shielding frontwards. There needs to be a word for that, and we need to come up with a tech for that. But yeah, that one.
Reverse aerial rush, or like I don't know. It kind of works because that's like when you like do a back air and then move forward with it or something. Something like that. I'm trying.
It's like retreating shield stance or something. Something like
could
that.
be this video retreating shield stance.
Yeah, retreating shield stance. Something like that. So
Okay.
yeah, a lot of cap again is just like time and practice range and like really getting mechanics down. He's such a mechanically exhaustive character that like until you get it, you're just going to get more value picking like almost any other tank and just doing normal things.
I see.
So don't be frustrated by that. What's that?
Yeah, I love Cap though, so I really want to. I know it's probably not an efficient pick to learn as a DPS main, but I do still want to learn him.
I'm all for it. Play the characters you love. He's so rewarding once you get like good at it and like seeing top level cats. I think Monster actually just posted a video of him playing Cap that I need to watch.
Monster. I don't think I know that guy. I'll look him up.
Monzter. He's actually a Hulk main. Number 1 Hulk in NA, I believe. And he's really good at Hulk, and then he just posted a Cap video. So I'm all excited for that.
Wow, okay. Y'all should
Yeah.
come out.
So
Sweet.
anyway, I hope this helps. A lot to work on, and good luck.
Yeah, thanks, Cub. See ya.
Yeah, have a good one. Right, that's going to do it for this YouTube video. Hope you guys enjoyed learning more about Cap. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care. God bless. See you guys next time. Bye.